Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I have all my software set up? Why did I do that? That's not good. Really fast. I keep going to Control-Alt-Delete. I've been playing a lot of the car game recently, the Car Mechanic Tycoon, and I got used to hitting Control-Alt-Delete when I want to get out of a game. So my microphone's set for Yeti, and my desktop audio's set for my headset. So yes, okay, everything is great. Anyway, so thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Special shout out to everyone. I just got on today and I found out I have 430 subscribers. That is just totally cool. And I feel so awesome about that. So I just want to say thank you very much to all of my subscribers. All of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm hoping to do another stream on Saturday, though. So hopefully that'll be a thing. I did get on Minecraft only to find out one thing that I kind of am wondering if I shouldn't experiment with at the same time that I'm doing my other thing. I guess they have ghasts now as a writable happy ghast spawning egg. Oh my goodness, ghast here. A dried ghast. So that's a thing now, which is kind of interesting. So let's make this a daytime event so you guys can see it more. And you know what? I'm not sure. Do I do this? What happens if I do this? Do I do this? Kind of curious what happens here. So I guess now ghasts can be ridden. This is different. Much different than what I'm used to. Oh, okay. So I actually have to waterlog it. And I guess eventually he'll wake up, which may or may not be a good thing. Anyway, so what do you do? So if anybody has been looking at my creative world, I've been playing around a little bit trying to answer the one hey-ho question of how many like meters are in an acre, and how many acres there are in a mile, how big is a square mile, you know, that fun stuff, answering all the crazy questions that I really haven't found an answer for yet. So either other people are just too smart and they don't want to do this, or am I just too goofy and that's why I'm doing it? I don't know. That could be. That could be. Anyway, though, so I did do this part 2. If everybody remembers, I did do, like, this entire thing is one giant square mile. Like, it's crazy how big it is when you compare it to some of the other stuff. Oh, no. Should I actually go down there? I am in creative, so you know what? Here. I'm in creative. It's fine. So let's go to map. So I guess now you can ride ghasts. There's probably a lot of more stuff to this update, but I'm not really too in the know right now, because I've been playing a lot of Car Mechanic Simulator. For some reason, I got really hooked on the idea of fixing junkyard cars. What I really need to do is do that in real life so I can actually make a business out of it, but that probably takes a lot more money than what I have. And face it, there's a lot of things that can go bad in real life. Like, if the frame of the car is just too horrible, you may not be able to find stuff out. You may not be able to fix the car. Jess says, hi, Tech. Hi, Jess. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome day. How are you doing? Today's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, Jess. Congratulations. Another year, another year. That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Happy birthday. Anyway, so I'm going to have to rename this video maybe. That'd be funny. Not funny, but that'd be awesome. Just say, happy birthday, Jess. Maybe I'll at least do that in the descriptions. I'll try to remember it when I get off to maybe at least put that in the descriptions. Maybe not in the title because I kind of pushed these way too much. Like, I really need to stop pushing. I wish they would let you put more letters in the thing, but there you go. Man, what I really need to do is get a music board so I can play like the song Happy Birthday. Happy birthday. That'd be cool. Now I wish I had a sound system. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Actually, I bet you this is not even. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay. I had a feeling. But yeah, congratulations and happy birthday. I'm going to say that like 5,000 more times because that's awesome. See, this is what I'm looking at. So I think that's actually a good map. And then if I put this, there we go. So I know this one definitely comes later. Wait, if I really wanted to be mean, I could do this. I don't want to, though. You know, I don't even want to do the maps right now, because that's going to take a while to fill in. And I don't really know if people would want to watch that, but I can be a goof instead. There was a slight problem with a lot of my other videos that I've done. Mainly, just so everybody knows, I looked it up on the internet, and actually, if I can, I have a phone right near me. I'll look it up on that. There is a slight problem with my calculations. That being, is that the idea of one map being 4 acres is under the assumption that 128 meters by 128 meters is 4 acres. And if I go right here, I can say how many acres in 128 meters. Huh. Square. And huh. I feel like that's not right. So anyway, though, my math might be a little bit off, just so you know. Huh. How many meters in a so okay, so yeah, so this kind of goes into the error of what I was talking about. So there is 16188 square meters in 4 acres. And if I look at my calculations, which maybe I shouldn't be trusting, there's 16,384 in Minecraft. So there's kind of a bit of a problem with that, meaning it's not actually... my math's not the most best. And I should have probably double-checked that before I did a live stream on it, but hey-yo, who knew? And let me see here. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, so yeah, 1 acre is 44.7. $64 times 64 equals 4,080. So there is some some rounding errors in that number, but I'm wondering if I should actually redo my math and redo all of this, or if I shouldn't just keep on going ahead, because face it, this actually is huge, but it might falsely be bigger than I would think based upon my stuff. I'm kind of tempted in doing something like a middle ground. Oh, darn it. Bed. There we go. Let's make it daytime. And then here's kind of my idea for what I'm going to do to maybe kind of rectify this. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, kind of wish it was satisfactory and I could say 10 maps. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, wait, 17, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is 17 right? I might have put a little bit too much. Who knows? 17 maps. Just that way I know. Didn't I leave myself notes here? Or did I destroy the notes like a goof? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be 16, so my bad. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. That's a bit of an error. Okay. So I'll just have to make note of that. I guess I could lower this. Let's go do that. Uh-oh. Don't tell me it broke. I think I broke it. Uh-oh. Oh, well. That just happened. Okay, so... let me see here. 16 maps. Okay, so luckily for me, I did leave myself some notes. Mainly that being is that there's 80 maps per is the perfect square. Might not necessarily be, so 80 square miles is the best. Okay, 40 square miles is the best. Oh, this was for my next project. So what I'm thinking about doing is trying to make this thing like over a square mile and trying to make it a perfect square. But before I do, let's go and then try to figure out 64 acres. How many acres in a square mile? Okay, so that doesn't change. How many acres in a square mile? There's still 640 acres, so that doesn't change. The problem is my conversion from meters to acres is kind of flawed. Square meter. Let's see. Oh, man. That number's just too dang big, too. Meters. I'm going to try converting it instead to an acre. And then let's just say hey, I can copy that. Cool. Sorry, I'm doing something on a calculator really quickly, so that's why I'm not moving. But I promise everybody, I'm trying something interesting. 28 times 128. Okay, and then we're going to go to... Okay, so you know what? That actually kind of works. Okay. I get where I did the mistake. Okay, paste. So here's where we get into the nitty and gritty. So a Minecraft map is this big. And I'm going kind of back to the basics, but I'm trying to get my math error solved out. So we're going to go 1, 2, wait. You know what? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Uh-oh. I'll just leave that. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 40. I wouldn't have stopped at 49. What is going on? I can't count. Okay. Unless I was coming from the other side there. Was I? Okay, let's go do this. Okay, so we have full square all the way around. Beautiful. So we have, you know what, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 40, 49. Really? I guess it was 49. Okay. Fair enough. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. I feel like since that's 100, I better do that. 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That is perfect. Okay, so I have 128 by 128. Let me explain this more. Might be getting a little possessive with this, but it works. It works. It really does work. So 128 times 128 is, as I get my cell phone so I could use it as a goofy calculator. $128 times 128 is 16,384. Okay. Meters. Keep in mind, though, too, that Minecraft is kind of weird anyway because there's no wall that's a meter thick. So I already am kind of blaming Minecraft for my mistake. So I'm innocent. So one map is indeed 4 square acres, or 4 acres, but it's 4.0485746 acres. So just in the future, if anybody wants to like use my numbers, it's not a perfect 4 acres. So I did do some rounding there. So I'm going to keep this the way that I did because face it, it's kind of just, it's funny to think that 32 by 20, why did I say acres? Maps is there, but oh, I know why. I can only sleep at night. Oh, hey, Quill Scroll. I hope you're having an awesome day. I am still going into the acreage, man, of my goofy little thing. Apparently, I did a rounding error in my math, so I just wanted to let everybody know that there is that rounding error. I'm going to keep with it, though, because when you're going this big, I'm having trouble finding a calculator that can calculate how many square meters is in a square mile. So, yes, I think that on this scale, the error, what basically is a floating point error, is going to get big. But what's the alternative? Like, I mean, if I take the error and kind of play with it a little bit. So we have 128 times 128 equals, that's 16,384, and then multiply it by 4. That's 65,537, which is still 16.2 acres. So rounding out, it is 16 acres. It's just that now, technically, if I go too much bigger, I might be able to get an extra acre out of it that I didn't realize that would have been there. But like I said before, this is so big, this is so massive on the scale, that I don't see how, yes, that kind of error would be big in numbers this big, but man, doing the conversion, it is like so massive. Like, does it really matter if I could get an extra acre or two out of the entire situation? It kind of still is 640 acres, which is insane. Oh, nice. I did that already. Now, my question is, since there's water down there and I'm kind of allergic to water, I'm thinking let's just get sand and then put suspicious... No, just sand. I don't want to do suspicious sand. Oh, hey, is my ghast over here yet? Because they did something funny with the ghast now. I guess you can ride them. You can ride them. Oh, is he happy? I hope he's happy. They look kind of cute and small now, too. They made happy ghasts. Oh, he's smiling. See? They made Ghast one of my favorite creatures ever. I love that. Look at that little smile. Look at that little smile. Oh, he makes happy noises, too. Sounds like a dolphin, almost. Give me your face. I want to see you. I want to see you. I'm going to put that as a thumbnail, maybe, in a later video. Look at that. Look at that. He's smiling. That's cute. It floats as well. Does it float? Or does everything down here float? That's an It reference. So don't read the book, though. That book is not nice. I don't like that book. It's part of the reason why I don't like clowns. Aw. Did it go do that? See? I can do that. And then, boom! There's my wall. I want to see what that does. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? It's still down there? They'll float up here, and you will too. And float. That's kind of creepy. Uh-oh. Don't tell me that the sand actually broke up. What was it? I bet you there was coral down there. Yep, there's coral down there. So the coral breaks sand. That's interesting. Oh, what? It's kind of creepy. All right. Well, that's good to note. And if I just do this, I could do this. So I'm kind of at a crossroad. I did not know that if you try to set a block in midair, it falls. I know bricks can float, but I guess only if you build it up, then tear out the base. So the block still works the way that you think it is. This is sand. And sand falls when it's not supported. So I could throw sand down and it'll fall if it's not supported. Now the question is, aw, man, there's other stuff here. Okay. I get it. Okay. Are you going to fall? Yes, it fell. Okay, good. So see if sand kind of falls if it's... Other blocks float. And I guess coral breaks sand, so... That's important to know. Okay. It's kind of pretty little reef over here, too. Some sea cucumbers. I like this reef. Oh, you disabled the breath meter. No, this is creative, so there is no breath meter. I didn't disable it. This is creative. Because I decided to do some playing around in creative for a little bit. Mainly while I found out how many acres is in a map and how many maps it takes to get to a square mile. So, and that's kind of what this floating red stuff is too, is that if we go over here, this is like the entire wall of where everything would be. So this is the corner of my square mile. And then if I go all the way over here, I'll just show you. If you didn't watch my last live stream, that way you know what's going on. I did do some polls here. Can creative be enabled or disabled without having to make a new map? So I can take any map and put it into creative, but if it's in survival and then I put it in creative, I lose the achievements. And that's kind of something I don't really want to do, because then when you lose achievements, That means that if I do something really, really cool, like beat the dragon, then I don't get any award for it. And that's kind of what I play for, is I like having the awards. Some of you can, but you lose the awards if you go from survival into creative. But I mean, you could also do what I do and use your the code of your world, so you can make a what's it called? Make another world and then use that for exploration while you then like figure out where everything is, and then you can still use a survival world to build like you normally would. I'm just going to continue my little project because, to be honest, this I feel like I could do a nice wall around my square mile, which just emphasizes how much space you get in a square mile. Which is not even a square, which is kind of messed up. But I couldn't do it evenly with maps if it was a square mile. So just FYI, this is like 20 by 32. Creative mode has unlimited blocks you can use. Yes, in creative mode, you do not need to mine for blocks. I could literally just go like right here and then type out Priz and then get prismarine blocks and then use those instead. Or in this case, I can go here and then use redstone blocks. But like I said, if I suddenly went into survival, I wouldn't get achievements. Now, if I wanted to do something crazy and like build a wall around this and then build my own like map in survival, I guess I could, but then I would lose those achievements, so I may or may not want to do that. But now I know, though, too, that if I have 4 maps next to each other, it's about 16 acres. Which is kind of what I wanted to do with this whole project, was find out how... oh, hello. So he's going to be in my little play zone. Kind of curious, though, on if there's a dragon chamber in my little area. But yeah, that's one of the cool things about Minecraft, is if you play in creative, you never have to worry about like monsters or anything, food. You could just build, but you also lose those achievements, so. Oh, there we go. I'm going to stop clicking because I think that might get annoying for people. And hey, I think it's going faster too now. Hopefully nobody gets too dizzy from this. I don't know. Let me know in chat if anybody gets dizzy from looking at this. Hopefully nobody has any problems with it. So yeah, 1 square mile is insane. Is there music in this game? Yes, there is music in this game. No, I do not have it up because I don't want to get copyright struck. So just so everybody knows, in the past, I've had music on in this game. There is some low music playing. So, I mean, if I'm not speaking and you turn up your sound, you should hear some music, but it's not very loud because I don't want to get copyright struck. And I've actually had rappers copy strike me when they sampled Minecraft and then they wrote their raps around the Minecraft song because I used the Minecraft song, and I guess they think they own the Minecraft song. So, dig that. Kinda crazy. Kinda crazy, kind of insane. Let's all go and wreck my brain. Anyway, so what do you do? Now, what's really, really nice about like the Jurassic World games is that they have... Huh? Oh. That's cool. So if I was like an animal in an alien zoo, this is how big the pen would be for 1 square mile. I feel like that's a lot. 1 square mile. Could you imagine if you just owned, like, that much land? You would just be like, yeah, I own everything in here. The really, really heart-wrenching part, though, is that because of where the line is, if you look right here, like, I would be splitting the village directly in half. So these guys would be, like, split along the line. Now, if I did and then built out, because I do actually plan on building out a little bit more, like another 20 maps that way, I could eventually, like, create 2 square miles. And I'm calling it square miles. It's not really square miles, but, like, what am I supposed to do? Because you can't really make a perfect square mile in here without going really crazy with the math, as if I already haven't. Because basically, a meter is so small that I would need to then break it down into the exact meter. And for something as big as a mile, comparing a meter to it, no calculator will let me. They are block miles. Not really. It's just that it's 20 maps by 16. So it's not a perfect square, but it's still, like, kind of insane. And every map is 128 squares by 128 squares. So that kind of gives you an idea of how crazy this stuff gets. I need to just remember that I could just go off like this and then let the game auto put it down, which probably does save me some time. Hey, don't do that. But that's one of the reasons, though, too, why I was doing my little game, because I was thinking, okay, how many miles would I have to go out for it to be a perfect square mile? And I found out that if it was 80 by 80, it would work. And to get that 80, I would need to go, let me see here, 4 of these in, like, this direction. And then to get the 16 to reach 80, I would be getting pretty high up there, too. But then it would be a perfect square. So what do you do? What's 16 divided by 80? I feel like that's an interesting question. But, like, you can already kind of tell this is kind of crazy. Now, I was tempted in doing this in a super flat world, but it's kind of more interesting seeing, like, the terrain and how the terrain would match up than just doing it, like, and seeing nothing. Like, let me know, anybody in the comments section, if you would rather see me do this in a super flat world or in a not super flat world, and then see, like, where the terrain lands. Now this is going to be a problem, so I'm just going to go be nasty, because it's a mountain. I don't care. It's not even, like, that much of a mountain. There we go. See, the mountain's not even really affected. Oh, dear. So let's go this way. Oh, I think its kind of terrain is more interesting. Right? That's kind of what I was thinking of. And especially, like, since the world that we live in, if, like, let's say somebody was going to build a city and say, oh, I'm going to build a city right here, and it's going to be 1 square mile, which, I mean, they're not going to do, but it's kind of interesting seeing, like, okay, well, the train would have, like, buildings would have to wrap around this feature or this feature. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think it's a little more interesting seeing the terrain. And what I might do is, oh, We built a city on rock and roll. You know, that's kind of one of the things I was thinking about doing in creative, was building a, like, I wouldn't say giant city, but building, you know, like building up the square mile, or in this case, if people in the chat really wants for me to go into an exact square, it would be like 80 maps by 80 maps. I can do that. It just would be kind of big. But now that I kind of have a number for the square miles, it'll be, I can do it. It'll just be big. What's bigger than a meter, I wonder? Like what, a kilometer? I gotta get in touch with my inner metrics. I don't know. Do they have a megameter? A megameter. Okay, shoot. This is gonna get difficult, but you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm gonna go right through the mountain. I'm American, darn it. I'm gonna tear up this mountain because this mountain got in my way. I think kilometer is smaller than a meter. Is it? Okay. Well, thank you. You know, maybe that's kind of the secret of what to do. Because every calculator I've tried to do the calculations on kind of camps out after the... I'm going to try to get light. Okay, what is this? They've added some seriously interesting stuff here. There we go. Okay. I'm American. I'm just going to go right through this mountain. Oh, what? There's a sheep? Nice sheep. He's like, I'll go through it too. It's like, what are you doing, sheep? Kind of got to figure this out. I'm like, uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have gone through the silly mountain. Uh-oh, I might kind of mess myself up. Oh, there we go. No, I didn't mess myself up at all. I'm just going to go right through here. Right now I'm using the redstone as the main basis for framing stuff out, because if I pull out a map, it shows up as a nice red. And because of how much planning I'm doing, America, bleep, yeah. You know, I've seen Team America too, my friend. That is still one of the weirdest movies ever. I'm not going to say best, because the team that brings you South Park, I wouldn't say it's the best. More like a weird addiction. But, you know, that show has its spots. How far does this thing go? Oh, there we go. Yeah, forget this tree. This tree's in my way. I'm American. I don't let a tree get in my way. Just go right through the tree. It's like, yeah, it's fine. They grow that way. So, if instead of redstone you use the stone that the castle light, that would solve your light problem here. The redstone wouldn't be visible anyway. It's hidden by the mountains. You know, that could be, but I'm kind of an imp for keeping everything the same. And I don't mind every once in a while going like this. And then doing that. What'd I do? There we go. Plus, who knows? I'm American. Maybe I'll cut up the mountain, too. Just have a big red line going down. Watch, like, some sheep or something like that fall through the map. Huh. Well, that got dark fast. It's acting like a bunch of time's flown by. You know, I gotta look that up now. I'm seriously starting to get curious about that. What is a bigger than a meter? Bigger than a meter. Decameter? Hectometer? Oh, a hectometer is 100 meters. Oh, a kilometer is larger than a meter. How about that? It's 1,000 meters. Oh, wow, that's cool. So I wonder. I have 640 acres. Square kilometer. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So are you tracing a red line across the entire map? Not the entire map, my friend. I did realize something very, very scary, though. Wow, I thought kilometer was smaller. Yeah, me too. I guess it makes sense, though. I mean, like, kilobyte is 1,000 bytes. So I'm not doing it across the entire map. I'm going to go forward because I just realized I think I messed up big time. But if I go all the way across here, and this is still not all the way across the map, then I will hit this part, which this is the corner of my 16 maps. And then over there is the other corner for my 16 maps. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now is I'm framing in the square mile just to kind of give myself a reference point for how big that actually is. Although, to be honest, I just figured out that if I switched stupid Google to a kilometer, it'll still do the conversion. The problem, though, is that it only says, like, 2 point whatever kilometers. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I messed up. Like, man, could you imagine, like, owning a square mile? How big that would be? Like, that would just be crazy. But yeah, so now I figured out how to get it not to crash on me. Because before the calculator was doing all that weird stuff like 2E whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know what that means. And see, if I go right here, I'm going to throw you. No, don't do that. Throw you. Throw you. You know what? I'll throw you too. Here you go. And then I make a new map. It will show the red line on the map. So, see, I know this is the edge of a map. So this is the edge of one of the squares I was talking about. And I'm going to check something out. I don't know, though. I feel weird about converting things to meters and things like that in Minecraft anyway, because, like I already said, there's no wall of a house that's a meter thick. Because a meter's like 3 feet. Estimated 3 feet. So, like, if I actually made a house, the walls would be too thick at a meter, so... Yeah, what do you do? Related to this, you found Minecraft movie on YouTube for free. The entire thing. Yeah, that's good for you. I don't know how I feel about watching free movies that people upload to the internet. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's cool. Amazon a couple days ago had the Minecraft movie, not days, but you know, about a month ago had the Minecraft movie for $10. So I'll probably just wait for it to go on sale. I suspect that that is a bad thing. So, not to judge, but like if you truly like the Minecraft movie, I would rather see people buy it than watch it on YouTube, because then the people who made the movie kind of go, "Oh yeah, we got tons of money from this, so let's keep making the Minecraft movie." And that goes with any, like if you support the Dungeons and Dragons movie, I'd rather see people buy it. Now I know that there's things on YouTube that you can't get in physical media, and I'm more like, okay, fine, because otherwise that stuff would be lost to time. But just in general, my own personal opinion is to, like, if you can, buy it, because then you're supporting the people who made it. But I mean, if you just want to check out the movie and you watch it once, that's another thing too. Because then at that point, you're basically, you could have been renting it. But, you know, I don't judge. That's the thing. Anything they offer for free on YouTube, suspect it is because they think it would be hardly sell if they charge for it. No, it's not even that they would hardly sell. Some people upload movies. What the heck? Some people upload movies to YouTube for free, so... Like, I could look it up right now on my cell phone. Because if it's for something else, it could be that they're, like, going to give you a bunch of ads and that'll pay for it. But they always do crazy stuff like that. Oh, forget you. Stop. Stop. Why are you trying to get me to sign up for YouTube Premium? First time you heard that sound on my end? Yeah, my phone's being goofy. I went to go look for something, and then it suddenly started beeping, and it almost signed me up for YouTube Premium, and I'm like, no, I don't buy that. Show me ads. Don't charge me something. I'm kind of finical that way, so let me see here. Yeah, so the Minecraft movie here, it tells me, oh wow, it's for $9.99 to buy. That's really funny. It just took me to a spam website. Yeah, I'm not finding it for free. That's weird. Interesting, though, that you found it for, it's a goofy goober. More like irritating me, because every once in a while, YouTube will do that. They'll be like, hey, do you want to sign up for YouTube Premium? And it's like, no. And then it'll be like, are you sure? And it's like, you almost got me to click yes by having a pop-up. Google, you stink. And I'll say that to anybody who works at Google, too. YouTube stinks. I feel like I need to go back and do my math really, really fast. Hopefully nobody gets super mad at me if I run back really, really quickly. But to be honest, do you really want to watch me put red blocks anyway? I'm trying to answer the long-awaited question of what is a square mile. Now that I know about the kilometer thing. Unsafable says hi. Hi, Unsafable. I hope you're having an awesome day. Wish I could teleport. Actually, that's really a lot faster. That's nice. Yay. It's actually faster. That's cool. I wonder if I should take that down and then make that look like a wolf head coming out of the mountain. That would just be funny. Yeah, it's my square mile. I'll do what I want. Makes sense. And here we go. And Unsafable says, I don't know what to do. I'm a little scared to ask about what, but I mean, I don't know how my advice would be, but unless you mean about like Minecraft, in which case I would say, oh, okay. That's cool. It's your squirrel mile and cry if you want to. You know, I feel like crying because the biggest. What about square mile? Okay, so this is just project I've been working about the square mile. So one thing I know about Minecraft, and this has been the same about Minecraft ever since, is that every block is 1 meter. So essentially, I'm trying to convert a meter to a square mile, and I am dealing with some problems with it, mainly because I'm kind of running to my notes if you want to see them, because I did a bunch of signs that I'm using as notes, but everything in this green red area that's being surrounded right now that I'm kind of gating off is part of that square mile. So you can kind of see how vast the square mile is. Use Google. So I could use Google, but at the same exact time, for me, it's kind of cool seeing what a square mile is in Minecraft. Because to actually see it represented is different than Googling it, because you have a visualization then of what a square mile is in Minecraft. Like if you want to look at the blocks, before I had estimated that it's 16 maps this way by 10 maps that way, and that would be a square mile. But I just realized that there's a bit of an error, mainly because and this is the goofy goober part of my brain. So let's go over here. I have a sign. Why can't I find my signs? That's not funny. And this adorable little guy is smiling at me, and you are my favorite guest. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, there goes all my man points, but that's okay. I don't need those anyway. Okay, right. So 120 by 120 meters is one map. That is 16,384 meters, which translates to 4.4 acres. So every map is like 4.4 acres. And that's kind of what I'm using as my ballpoint, because I know that if I take the 10 and then multiply it by 2, that essentially then I would get 20 acres by 32 acres. And then that's kind of what I'm using. So then I need to convert the acres into meters. But if I convert the acres into meters, I know this is way too much math. I'm trying to make it simple. I'm hurting my own brain. So roughly speaking, this is fact. 1 mile is 640 acres. So that doesn't change. But what I discovered is that if I use a calculator and then convert it, and what did I just break? Please don't tell me I broke another tablet. Oh, please don't tell me I broke another tablet. And why are you hitting me? I thought you were the friendly guy. Or are you just trying to kiss the side of my face since I woke you up? Oh, you're a goofy guy. Like I said, that guy's going to be my most favorite creature ever now. Because he's actually not screaming at me. I love it. But I did find out, too, that 640 acres does equal 2.58999 square kilometers. So there's a bit of a conversion error in how I converted everything over from metric to imperial. How do I break a calculator? So when I convert everything to square meters, which is what the blocks are, Google will give me 2.59 plus 6 square meters. So 2.59 plus 6 square meters. I just now realized that basically means 2.59 kilometers, but like, I don't know what E plus 6 means. So that's kind of where the problem came in. But basically, I did a... I mean, I know how to break a bone. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, don't break a bone. That's very painful. I don't like breaking bones. But that's basically what had happened, is that there's a bit of a conversion error. You did? Ouch. Yikes. But that's kind of where my error started out, because this does not equal 4 acres completely. In a kindergarten. Ouch. That's painful. That's really painful. So let me test something here. I could go on and on and on. I'm just driving myself crazy. 1 to square meter. Okay. So part of the other problem that I've run into is that 1 acre is 40.856 square meters. So I think I'm overthinking this a little bit too much, but the rounding error comes in with the 4 acres per this. It's just that there's so many acres at 640 acres. I have a feeling that I'm like going over a few acres that I probably really shouldn't be, but I don't know. Does anybody really care if I go over some acres? I mean, it's up to me. But that's kind of where I'm sitting too, is that I was just generally kind of curious on how it would look in Minecraft to see that physical representation of a square mile. And I'm kind of enthralled too, because it really is like, this is a map. This is 4 acres. So to just increase it and then see all that space, it's kind of crazy to see how much a square mile is in real life. Well, not, it's a video game. I know it's not in real life, but you get what I mean. Hopefully. Once I get off of this, I'm probably going to, or does everybody care if I, like, on my phone really quickly, try to see if there's a way to correct my calculations? Because I think what generally happens is that I'm short a few... I'm adding a couple of extra acres, so I would really just need to take some away, but I don't know. At what point am I just overthinking it way too much? Maybe just a little bit. If anybody's interested in this, I'm probably going to eventually do like a 10-minute long video where I go over, this is how large it is. Just because it's kind of a fascinating subject for me to see it in-game. Well, I did this before, so I know how many blocks you need to build. Oh, nice! You did the whole square mile thing? That's cool. How many blocks do I need to build then? I am so interested. And... so I'm kind of waiting for your response, but I'm going to do a couple of calculations too. Just because 640 acres, square kilometers, if you round, it's 1,610 by 1,610. That is cool. Thank you for the information. And you know what? I'm kind of wondering if I should... you know what? Let's do it this way. I have a better idea. I'm going to do some calculation. I mean my calculations, right? So I'm going to do this, I think, because this just, to me, makes more sense. Than anything else. So let's go over here. And I'm going to... And let me see here. 6. I need to make it daytime again. I do not like the dark. Darn it, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? Mm-hmm. Because if I have 1,610, what I think I can do is, instead of me recounting everything out, let's go. And then, darn it, what do I say? I'm just going to pick coordinates and then add 1,610 to them. And then plan it out that way. Because that'll be easier than me counting using maps and stuff like that. So, 1 map, 1 acre is that much. Yeah, I'm a little insane. I might have gone a little bit overboard. It's okay, though. Okay, so if we have acres to meters, can't do meters, so I'm going to say... Oh, that's interesting. So, kilometers... Wait, what? Huh. $2.58. I'm sorry, I'm doing some math right now. Me and my math, I'm crazy. And... let's do it. What am I doing? That's right. I'm being a goof. Ha 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 ha. Now, something I was thinking about doing too in creative that I think would be really, really cool would be over there, way in the corner, there is a temple. And I love doing the fish farms using the guardian temples, so that's something to consider. Okay, so let's go here. So you said 1,610, right? So, yeah, I feel like that's a little bit too much, but we'll check it out. So then I'll go. And let me see here. Right now. Okay, cool. So we're about... $319. So I'm going to go and then take $319. Wait. Let's do this right. $16110. So I'm going to have to run until it's 1,291 on that axis. Okay. Wait, what? So let's see here. Wait, was it? You know, whatever. I'm just going to go. 1,291. Let's... Really? Okay, let's jam. I'll just go get another one when I get there. But yeah, so... It's crazy to think I've been playing Minecraft for like years and I never thought to do this. So either I've gone completely insane or I'm just having more fun with Minecraft in general. I think the jury's out. And now it's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring. I might do something crazy and use like lapis or something like that. Just for the marker, so I can get that part kind of figured out. And this would be my corner, so... My corner ended at 960. But let's... I want to see something. I kind of think the general idea, though, is... This is really freaking big. And you know what? Let's not do lapis. No, let's do lapis because I don't think there's a lot of blue stuff on maps. That's kind of the whole point, is for me to be able to like say, oh yeah, let's go out. Oh, 1291. Come on. So that's kind of cool how it went out like that. And uh-oh, this thing kind of went out right here. And you know what? Let's do this. Just because this is creative, let's do that. And... kind of curious, though, too, on where this landed on a map. Okay, so let's do that. Let's get rid of you first. And, you know what? Go be one with the world. Here we go. And, okay, so it actually ended about right here. That worries me. Did I shift to the side a little bit and not know it? I might have. I probably shifted to the side a little bit and I didn't realize it. Darn it. That's kind of why I liked the whole idea. Oh, yeah. See, I did shift to the... Darn it. I want to keep saying darn it like 50,000 times, so watch out. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't like try to make a city or something like that in the square mile, just to kind of give it more of a like a wow, this is a mile feeling, or at least like a village or something. I feel like I lost my way. There we go. That's big. That's really big. And I have a feeling this side's going to be short by like a couple, whatever, but it'll be interesting to see what 1,610 blocks are by comparison. That guy, I like. He's my new best buddy. I like that they did the rideable ghast thing. That I will never not find that funny. Because I used to hate the ghast, but if they're going to be cute and fly around and smile at me and not shoot me, I like that. I'm going to keep saying that too. And let's do this. So what's this? What is that, 63? Okay. So let's go 63 and 1610. So that's 1,547 blocks this way. Better start running. So 1,575. Okay, sure. I'm going to have to do like some major math though to try to figure out. I'm kind of curious on what I have already done, how many actual square miles it is. It's probably like not too crazy. It's probably just like 0 point something or not. Leave it to me to teach math using Minecraft. That's funny. So 1547. Okay, 1547, 1547. Leave it to me though too to end up building a giant freaking wall in Minecraft. Going around my square mile. Going around my square mile. Anyway, 1547. I'm just going to keep doing that. I recently transferred to your tablet from your phone, and you don't have your MC world. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what? That part pisses me off the most about Microsoft owning Minecraft. They said it was the Better Together update and everything. And, you know, Microsoft won't shut up and stop doing the pee-pee dance about their cloud storage and, you know, all this other stuff. But yet, like, you can't transfer your Minecraft worlds between devices using their cloud, even on Xbox game save data. And I just feel like that's a big missed opportunity for Microsoft. What? Okay, come on. Okay, so I'm trying to, like, stack it up so I'm not... Let's make it daytime, too, so I'm not, like, dying over here in the dark from mining at night. But yeah, that stinks. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your game save data. I always hate when stuff like that happens. That's one of the reasons why I kind of like working on Java. Oh, goodness. Because I can, like, back up my game save data. And, like, I've used this game save world for, like, years. It's kind of crazy. I do another game save world. I love my computer in Java. Oh, yeah, see, right there. So this is the exact point. The only thing that transferred is your friend list. Well, that's nice. At least your friends list transferred. That's cool. That's really cool. And just to be this guy. Okay, so here you go. What? Well, I know what I need to do. There we go. Okay. So it's actually at the corner of a map. Okay, I dig it. I don't know though. I like going up into the... Hey, do you want to see the temple I found? Because that's kind of where I feel like my bread and butter is anyway. Because I really love like messing with the guardian temples and then turning them into farms. And that's kind of one of the things I was thinking about doing too in this world, was just like building a bunch of rando farms in creative and just going kind of nuts. I feel like with my job and everything, it's a little difficult to do like the really cool farms that I want to do and stuff like that. In, darn it, where is that farm? That's what I get for drawing corners everywhere. Wait, I think that's it. I think that's it. No. Oh, hey, look, there's another one of my things. Nice. That's what I get for putting poles everywhere. I'm kind of lost. You still have your phone, but it's like 1/3 your tablet in size. Yeah, I'm not a big one on playing Minecraft on phones in general. You know, I think this is it. Yes. Yes, it's my beautiful little temple. Look at you. You're so precious. I'm going to put a diamond right here on top so I don't lose you ever, ever again. I like you. So, yeah. As everybody can tell, this thing is really, really... Like, the square mile thing is just huge in size in comparison. Wait, why did I make you blue among ice? That's just funny. I wasn't thinking about that when I did that. Now I make you blue. That's even worse. You know what? Let's do this. Because you don't grow on the outer side, do you? Like a big freaking arrow just pointing downward. This is where it is. Okay, so... But yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing on small screens either. And I have Xbox Live. So what do you do? Like, I can stream to my phone. I'm just like, ugh. I actually bought something to make it easier to stream on my phone too, and I'm like, ugh. There's something nice about doing it on a big, big, big screen. Now I feel like I'm losing it. Maybe just a little bit. See, this feels like the corner of something. I just don't know what. Wait, is this my lineup? I think this is my lineup. I found my way. Yay. I'm kind of curious, though. I feel like I want to do a bunch more math just because. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that offset until I find out how much it's going to be is really going to mess with my brain. The nice part about doing this is that, like, if I ever see this one wall, I can be like, oh, yeah. If I follow the wall, I can at least get home. You got banned from streaming? Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. What? Oh, pfft. I feel like I want to at least get this one line finished. And you know what? I'm going to go this way, and I think I'm going to write the 1,610 up here so I don't forget it. Because I'm kind of curious on how many blocks it would be without rounding. You know what I mean? I'm crazy. I think the next live stream, what I should do is do like a mile-long bridge in Minecraft, just to be mean. You hit your toe and said fudge, and YouTube didn't like that. Yikes! I am so sorry to hear that. That's not okay. YouTube should like fudge. I'm just gonna say it. Although to be fair, I've said fudge a lot of times. I'm not proud of it. I don't like it. I shouldn't say the word fudge on stream, but I have. Although to be honest, that's kind of not my thing. So maybe YouTube's a little bit nicer about that. Or YT. I'll call it YT. I don't want to get flagged by them. Watch some guy in an office somewhere go, why is he making fun of us? I'm not. Please don't be mad. I love you, YouTube. So, this is kind of one of the crazy things about what I'm doing that kind of drives me nuts. See, this thing said that it's 2.59 square kilometers is a square mile. And square mile. Okay. So theoretically, wouldn't that be 2.59? More math. Yay. 2.59. They can't just give me like a simple thing. There we go. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay, the 1,610, that was right. Yeah, I just did the math. That's interesting. I didn't realize know about that. Thank you for pointing that out. That's definitely better than my rounding. Because, like I said before, I'm pretty sure that the wall that I'm making, and you lost 10 videos, and you probably can't guess how I lost the 10 videos. Wait, you get $50 in streaming games? I don't get paid, so that's cool. I'm glad to hear you get paid. That's at least fun. I'm gonna go be a goof. Let's go be a goof. Be a goof, be a goof, be a goof. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's beautiful. Okay. You mean stream, yeah, autocorrect can be kind of a bummer. I'm not a big fan of autocorrect. Just FYI. I don't like autocorrect. So, let's go this way. Is that a little bit easier? And I'm still kind of curious in how many maps that would be, though, for Minecraft. I needed to go do some, like, a lot more math. That was a good idea, though. Thank you for the 1,610 blocks measurement. I'm kind of curious, though, on how many maps that is. I am crazy. I've decided. I'm crazy. Want to know how you lost your stream game in 10 videos? Your Steam game in 10 videos? I'm pretty sure it was probably that you, like, broke some community rules or something. Or they thought you did, so then they cut you off, which stinks. It's kind of one of the ways that Steam is not really that good. Like, I kind of feel like they're hurting people more than helping people. The problem, though, is they don't really make computer games anymore that are good computer games. So what do you do? And let me see here. You said Steam Link, the game platform. Oh, wow, that's all? That's crazy. Well, thank you. I'll make sure not to say that. So this whole thing is 16 maps wide. So I'm traveling down 16 maps. On this side, that is crazy. I just feel like that's kind of crazy. I love how it goes through the mountain. That just makes me smile. I'm so silly. Anyway, you know what? I need to do a lot of math. So I think I'm going to call the video. So special shout out to Unsafeable. Oh, it's because your computer basically broke itself. Oh my goodness, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Is your computer working anymore, or have you gotten another one yet? I might call the stream, though, after I find this out. I kind of feel like I got to hear the end of this. So hopefully you don't mind sharing. But yeah, that stinks, man. I love how that guy's just floating around in the area like he's too scared to go off. Dude, you got a square mile. Not really a square mile, but in maps, it's the closest that you can get to a square. So just FYI, the closest I can get in maps to being a square is 10 maps by 16. Can't afford a laptop? Oh, man. That stinks. I'm so sorry to hear. I did find out, though, that to get a perfect square, I would need for it to be 80 maps by 80 maps, which would be 5 of these long, and then 10 wide. So that's a little crazy. Or not 10, I'm sorry, 8 wide, and then 5 long. So that's really crazy. Which is kind of funny, too, because I think at one point you're actually getting, like, 40 square miles, which is awesome because that's about the size of some islands. Like, that's fun. That's a fun size. So, before I go, let's do this. So, 10 maps by 16 maps. I'm going to go over here, because this math is going to get really, really crazy. So let's try to find out what my offset is. Because it's a rounding error. And for anybody else who hasn't seen this, I'm sorry. The rounding error came in with the fact that I called 1 acre 4 maps. Not 4 map. 1 map. 1 map is 4 acres, but it's actually 4.048574 acres. So it's a little bit more than 4 acres. So the question, though, is that at what point am I going to lose maybe a map or two? And is that worth me completely redoing my little map? Because I was thinking about it. If I lose, like, let's say 5 maps, then it might be worth, taking 5 maps out of it. But it kind of depends. Or maybe I'm just overthinking stuff. You woke up and then you tried to turn on your laptop and it just didn't turn on. So you charged it nothing and it was a black screen. That is scary. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, so... Wait, I got a question for me. I got a better way of thinking of this. I just had a genius moment, so watch out. Because if my offset is this one, 4.048 acres, and I know that that's 640, let's do this. I wish I could do math directly in Minecraft. Like I said before, I think they should do a Minecraft 2, and then give us like smaller blocks that are kind of more fun to play with. Because I've said this before, like a meter is like 3 feet. So if I do a house like this big, in real life this would be a 9-foot house. Like 9 feet by 9 feet, but like look, you can't put anything in this. Like it's crazy. Like, okay, a bed. But like I have a room that's 10 feet by 10 feet that I'm in right now. And I have a bed, a desk, bookshelves. But this is all I can fit in here. It's like, come on, Mojang. Fix it, man. Anyway, though, so... Because I just had a genius moment. So if I know that 640... Let's do divide by 4. 160. Okay. So, if I take that same 128 times 128. Actually, wait, what am I doing? Okay. 4.048575 times 160. Huh. That's 7 acres more. Possibly 8. So, you know, I could almost cut that entire map by 1 and make it 10 by 15 and it'd be closer. That's funny. But still, I think the fact still remains that if I go by here, that is still really, really crazy big. Like, I could cut it down by a little bit and it probably wouldn't even affect it really that much. But that's definitely an interesting idea of what I just did. I'm going to go double check my math. Thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Dude, this is one of those live streams I've gotten so many views in, and I am forever thankful to all the people who've subscribed to my channel. So thank you so very much. And special shout out to Unsavable for saying hi in chat. Special shout out to Quill Scroll for saying hi in chat. And thank you so very much, Jess, for saying hi in chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for commenting. And special shout out and thank you to Unsafable, because I don't think I've seen you before. And you did help me out by giving me the figures for an exact square in meters. I don't know if I want to use that just because I was kind of hoping to keep it down to maps. But I think that might also make things a little complicated. So I kind of need to figure out what I'm going to do. Kind of like if I build a city that's 1 square mile, I need to kind of figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? And I think that might be a fun project to do in Minecraft anyway. But thank you so very much, guys, for saying hi in chat. You guys are awesome. And for everybody else, please don't forget to like the video. That way I know that people like watching me play Minecraft. And there's my new little buddy. I love that they did that in the update. Isn't that funny? I need to not get distracted. So thank you so very much, everybody. Please don't forget to hit the like button. That way I know that people like watching me play Minecraft. And if you're not, please consider hitting the subscribe button. That way I'll be notified the next time that... well, that way you'll be notified the next time that I go live. Or... that way I can, you'll find out whenever I'm streaming and or uploading a video. And I really do mean to do a video very, very soon. So, thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. May God bless everyone. And Christ is King. Unsafable says, you came here because you didn't have a moderate to stream. I am so sorry to hear about the moderate. Well, thank you so very much anyway for saying hi in chat. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully next time you can get a moderate. But if I see you in chat again, I like to do that. I'll keep calling people out and saying thank you so much for watching and letting me know. And fun fact, you're a moderator for like 10 streamers. That is awesome, my friend. I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, thank you so very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, everybody. I'll see everybody in the next live stream. Bye.